ladies and gentlemen, just before we get started, just a reminder please, if you've got the cell phone on you, if you can turn that to silent mode. Questions via the microphone to either side please. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce Sammy Shutwari. So let's go and start. Questions please.
Sammy, how close and how disappointing was it to find the end result that you finished on the losing side?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It was very disappointing because we catch the match in very early 4 wickets of Sri Lanka. Then Mahalaja, Jawad, an experienced player, and Matthews, very experienced. So they took for us the match. They took like a 120 partnership, and we missed them in between 3 run-outs. So main point was that.
After Sri Lanka losing 4 wickets for 51, what were the talks going on in the field?
Oh, we're looking forward to dot balls, and we looking forward to get them in both of Javadan and Matthews 1 wicket to down, because in the last just Pereira and Mendes, so there was nothing left. So last 3 wicket was all fast bowlers, so we get them very easily. But unfortunately, they played very well. Javadan and Matthews like 120 partnership.
So, but then again, you got Javadan and Matthews out with quick succession. Then, what was your plan when Pereira and Mendes were in?
We're looking forward to first of all to get them Pereira, because he's a big hitter. So if we catch out them Pereira, so maybe as a Sri Lanka get in the pressure. So unfortunately, we didn't.
What do you think that Afghanistan lacks in this level of game that you need to sort of just one more step you need to take to beat top sides?
We need some more matches with the national teams to be more get experience. So we don't have that much too much change, but we need some time from ICC to give us some more matches for with the test nation. So maybe we will get more to use with the team.
How many what is your squad like for the one day? I mean, people, apart from the World Cup squad, I mean, how many reserves do you have in your group, like who can sort of take you to the next the matches and things like that? I mean, next World Cup.
We have on the bench very good batsmen as well. So we have today was good game, but unfortunately in the middle me and Asghar we very played like 80 partnership, but in the middle like Asghar out, me out, and Nabi. That was the main point, that we didn't make like 40-30 runs we missing in this match. So that's one point that also.
Well played today, Sammy. Close, but no cigar. I suppose ultimately, perhaps it was those last 15 runs when you guys, 15 overs when you guys were batting. You just didn't get enough runs, as you've alluded to there. Is that where you feel you lost this game?
No, I think so. We played very well, and like in the Sri Lanka big team, we take them like same like we feel that we are not down from any one team. We are still taking to big level, and I think we just missing 30 runs missing. So that's the main point.
As a bowling unit, do you feel like you showed the extent of what Afghanistan can do today?
Yeah, I can give our bowlers did very well. They're like on 29 3 wickets, and then 50 runs 4 wickets. So it was a good chance to beat the Sri Lanka, but Mahela and Matthews take away the match.
Can you tell us a bit about Hamid Hassan and his spell that broke it open? Have you seen him bowl bursts like that before?
Yeah. Hamid Hassan is a very experienced player, and I think he's a good bowler from the Afghanistan. And he did always a good performance in the past, and today he played very well for Afghanistan.
It must have been nice for him to get a player like Sangha the way he did with a very, very good ball.
Yeah, it was a good ball and in swing. So he didn't understand what he did.
Do you think that, I mean, the turning point there was it your, you said your 30 runs were short, or was it that the partnership between Myra and Matthews that sort of took the game away from you?
I think 30 runs we shot. 30 runs we shot. That's so make it maybe 30 runs be like a 260. It will be very tough for Sri Lanka because we get very early wickets, so maybe more pressure on them.
Hey, Mohammed. You guys were going really well with the bat, and then I think in the batting power play, I think you got 10 runs for 2 wickets from the 5 overs. What do you think went wrong there? Was it a case of Malinga bowling very well, or were there things you could have done better as a team?
No, Sri Lanka bowled very well, and we lost like 3 wickets in power play, so that was a very unfair.
And just also, you've shown like fantastic performance today again, and I was just wondering what you think of the plans to reduce the World Cup to 10 teams, which obviously make it very hard for teams like you and Ireland, who have brought so much to the competition so far to qualify. What do you think of that?
It was a good chance for us to beat the Sri Lanka and then England and Scotland. We're looking forward for 3 matches to beat in this round, so to go to Super 8.
Sorry, but in 2019, the plans to reduce the World Cup to 10 teams, what do you think of that?
Oh, yes, it's a good sign for us, and we have looking forward to make like a more ODIs if ICC give us, so we can make chance to top 10.
Last questions, please. Last question.
Do you think after the first 4 wickets fell in Sri Lanka, when you took the first 4 wickets, I mean, the wickets sort of eased out and there was not much for the bowlers, or was it the right throughout the Sri Lanka innings? Was the wicket doing something for you?
No, wicket was very hard because we played, because inside was still wet inside, so ball was still moving with the seam. So our bowler on the right area did very well, so we got the 4 wickets early.
I mean, after the 4 wickets?
Yeah, it still was moving a little bit, but Mahela and Matthews played very well. Thanks.
Thank you. and I open the floor for questions.
Mahela, a tough game, but and we also saw you that even though you got 100, you didn't really celebrate that. What was that? I mean, was it that because of too much pressure and the way that the side was still struggling, or what?
Not that, it's just that I just wanted to finish the game off, not to get myself rattled, and just to keep the focus going. Simple as that. I enjoyed that 100 as if it was one of those World Cup final 100s, it's just a tough situation. Had to really, mentally had to be very strong out there today. So very pleased with the effort. The celebration is because I just wanted to make sure I finished the game off, so was disappointed at the end.
Well, was it a tough wicket to bat on?
I think with the new ball, they bowled really good areas up front. Moved the ball. They're a good bowling unit given the conditions. We just had to make sure that we bat through that first 15-20 overs, and after that it got a bit easier to bat. Yeah, I think for us to play a tough match like that, probably a good thing in this tournament. I think there are areas which we need to improve, and hopefully we can make sure that we improve those areas going forward.
Mahela, despite losing 4 for 51, I mean, you were quite comfortable from the start itself. So how about your feeling, I mean, in the middle at the time?
Well, the only thing I was telling myself was to make sure that I commit to each and every shot. The only way I could have gotten out initially was being a bit more negative and, not playing my natural game. So I was waiting for every loose ball, every shot, every leave I did. And it was with a lot of commitment, make sure that my focus was there, because we had to keep the scoreboard ticking. That was the only way we could create a bit of pressure on them. So that was my game plan, and Angelo batted really well for quite some time. And yeah, it was disappointing that we both couldn't finish the game off. But Tissara came and batted really well at the end. So it was a good knock from him. Quite happy.
Oh, hi, Mahela. I was just wondering how you feel this performance sets you up for the rest of the tournament.
Well, it's good. I think, like I said before as well, it's a long tournament. And after the first game, we had about a week before this game. And now we got a few back-to-back games, which is a good thing. Get a bit of rhythm going. Bowlers, fielding, batting, everything. We can, increase our intensity a bit more all around. So early stages in the World Cup, yes, it was a bit of a hiccup, but we managed to get ourselves going. 2 points on the board. We just need to make sure that we take every game very seriously.
Mahela, did Afghanistan, the way they played, I mean, did surprise you?
Not really. I think when we played them in the Asia Cup as well, the bowling unit was quite good. They bowled really well. We didn't get much. I think we scored about 240 or 250 in Bangladesh, and only their batting collapsed, and we managed to win that game. So as a bowling group, I think they've got experience. They've got some quality there. So not surprised. I thought they batted really well. We probably could have been a bit more disciplined with our bowling today. A lot of extras and areas which we didn't consistently hit. But work in progress. We just need to keep working hard.
Mahela, you mentioned the fielding intensity there. It seemed like Afghanistan in the field were up for it in comparison to Sri Lanka. Is that a concern? What's the reason for the dip in intensity over the last few weeks?
I can't put a finger and say this was it, but I think when you're defending a total, obviously the fielding side tends to put in a bit of extra effort. We need to do the same thing when we're setting up or when we're fielding first and trying to restrict the side. So we just need to make sure that we do the same kind of effort out there. Individually, I think everyone can lift their game up a bit more. And like I said, we're just getting into a tournament. It's a World Cup. We just need to make sure that, those 5%ers, 10%ers matters, and just keep pushing ourselves.
Mahela, fantastic innings today, well played. Do you think that Afghanistan showed that they deserve more sort of opportunities, and that there's a real sort of potential there that can be nourished?
No, definitely. I think, more cricket, those guys play more international cricket. I think they will develop as a team, not only Afghanistan, a lot of the other associate teams. So even if it's A-team cricket or state cricket, whatever the opportunities that they would get will improve. I mean, they've shown it in this match today as well. Ireland showed in the first game against West Indies. So they're a very good team. So we can't take any team lightly. It's tough competition. If we make mistakes, it's tough to get back again with these guys. So it's important that we keep improving.
And what are your thoughts on the plans to reduce the World Cup to 10 teams next time and make it much harder for teams like Afghanistan and Ireland to qualify?
When I was asked that question a couple of years ago, I said no to that because I think Sri Lanka got that same opportunity in '75 as an associate member. We only got status in '83. If we hadn't had that opportunity, we probably wouldn't have been here. So I think it's important that we look after these associate members. They're playing some good cricket. Give them the opportunity that they deserve.
I guess the turning point for you guys in this game, Mahela, was Afghanistan's second batting power play. You took 2 wickets for 10 runs. Are you pleased with Malinga's development? He's come back from his injury, and what do you put that batting power play down to?
Yeah, I think every game that Mali plays gives him that match practice that he needs. So he could try a few things as well. I thought coming back from the New Zealand game, he bowled quite well. As long as he's healthy, no complaints with his body after the game, so that means he's good. Every match that he plays, he's going to gain confidence. So that's what we want for Lasith, because he's a key factor in our setup. And it was good to see that he came back in that power play and bowled some really good slow balls and a couple of Yorkers, and he's trying all the stuff which he needs to do. As long as we can keep him healthy, it'll be great.
Mahela, the shot that you got out, the pitch late cut or something, I mean, it's nothing new that you play quite often and get so much of runs, but today it went on the other way. Any regrets?
Obviously, I mean, big regret. I wanted to finish the game. My focus was to make sure that I was there till the end. I was trying to be a bit cheeky, trying to get it finer, and probably didn't execute it the way I wanted. But I'm not going to stop playing that shot. It's given me so many runs. But that's how the game goes. You take good and bad at the same time.
Mahela, when you assess as a former captain, do you think the team has made most use of Thisara Perera's batting talents? And since this being your last tournament, how desperate are you to finish it on high?
Well, I think, like I said, it's important that we take every game, one game at a time, and concentrate on the tournament. If we can finish it off on a high, it'll be great. But that's going to be a long way away. We just need to focus right now. Thisara is obviously a big asset, I think, with his bat and ball. Batting, I think, we just need to give him the confidence for him to go and show what he's got capable of. At the same time, he has to play a bigger role with the ball as well. So if he can get both departments going for us in this World Cup, he'll be a great asset going forward. So more games he plays, the confidence he will get. So it's good to see him enjoying batting today. If we can give him that freedom, I think, like you said, we can get more out of him.
Last questions?
Mahela, in a way, is it nice to be pushed and taken deep into a match? Do you think that'll maybe spark something in the team?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's good to play a good game of cricket. It doesn't matter who we play against. I think once you're pushed, you mentally need to be much more stronger as a unit, and that's what we showed today. It'll be good for us going into the tournament. We know if we are in a similar situation, how we need to handle that. But the good thing is there's a lot of room for improvement. So if we can keep working at it, get everything right, be great.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.